Hey Wargamers, welcome back to the channel, Death from Above Wargaming. I'm Aaron.
And I'm Kevin.
And we are back with more Solaris action.
Super exciting.
Duncan Fisher is here.
In the studio, although he's not on camera. He's a little shy, but he will be on audio.
Just audio only.
He's up in the booth.
So we're back. We've got some really exciting matchups, courtesy of Kevin. He's been hard at work. Coming up with some exciting new things here. So Kevin.
I don't waste time on Battlytics or crunching numbers. I like to just play with my miniatures.
That's right. Well, you got some new freshly painted minis.
Oh yeah.
And then we've got a title match coming up too.
Yeah, so we're going to feature an exhibition match to start. That's going to be an interesting matchup, something we wanted to try. We don't really do on a regular bat rep just because we're too scared it would be, disastrous.
Not fun, right? Yeah.
So we're going to pit 3 lights against the heavy mech. There's a little theme to it, 3 bugs. We got the locust, the spider, and the flea, all in roughly clan invasion variants.
So
facing off, they have the BV advantage, but only slightly on an Exterminator 4C, which is the
Terminex.
Nullsig and Chameleon, the stealth tech Exterminator. So it's going to be fun.
Yeah.
Or just a quick.
Merciless slaughter.
Destruction.
But we did add a ton of terrain this time. Last time we were just sort of light on the terrain, but this time I'm looking at it, we've got some walls, we've got the stone forest, we've got all sorts of cool stuff.
Redstone Arena, we were talking about this, is equipped with some very unique lost tech that enables the walls to reconfigure on demand. And then we're going to have our Assault Shootout Finals. The Banshee 3S Screamer from last week, or the last video, is going to be facing off against the Atlas D again, Screwface, to see who is the top assault mech.
The king of the assault.
On paper, the Atlas, but that Banshee is to be feared.
Well,
and with terrain in the mix, anything could happen.
Well, if the terrain's going to help that Atlas get closer, the Atlas is definitely meaner than the Highlander, and
there's a slight advantage going to the Banshee. The organizers of this arena event realized that the Atlas was the favorite in this. So even the odds out for the betting, they installed some inhibitors in the piloting controls that are going to bump up that piloting score to a 5. So we'll see if it plays out. Ooh. It puts the Banshee above the Atlas BV wise.
Yeah. We'll see.
But we don't know. Sometimes we're a little cautious. Does piloting really make that? I mean, it depends on the terrain.
Right.
We should have just made downhill slaloms.
Put the Banshee on skis.
Yeah.
It's gonna be brutal.
It'll be a fun night.
It's gonna be a fun night. So guys, you're gonna see it here. You're gonna hear it here. It's Solaris action in its finest glory. Stay tuned.
It's Solaris time. No, we actually have the real Duncan Fisher.
It's coming right up.
Welcome, Solaris faithful. I'm Duncan Fisher.
And I'm Buck Brewster.
We're live from Redstone Arena.
Today's opening event is a special exhibition matchup featuring a 3-on-1 challenge. At a combined 70 tons, these lights have the numbers and weight advantage. Let's take it down the field and meet our mech jocks.
I'm telling you folks, it's a hot one today. So I'm warning you now, I'm gonna be drinking.
And there's the starting horn.
Here we go, Buck.
Crowd is ready here at the Redstone Arena. The exhibition match, the Bugs against Terminex over there. We're ready to go, guys. So Kevin, You ready for some initiative, man?
Ready to squash some bugs. Oh boy.
It's
I don't even know why I rolled.
It's hot. It's a hot start. So, the bugs will go first. I am playing them, all three. They're starting on this side of the arena. Kev over there with the exterminator. Good luck, sir. Top of turn 1. So I won the initiative. Kev had to move first. The exterminator engaging
The chameleon light polarization system.
Woo, man, it's just like a blur on the battlefield.
hazy.
These light mechs moving into position, the spider jumping. Remember, with our Solaris rules, you can remain in midair in between jump moves because you only move half in the top of the turn. So that spider's in midair. And then we've got, of course, the locust here. He just walked up to the barricade, and the flea engaging its mask and bolting around the right side there. Unfortunately, though, Kevin, the exterminator, going to be opening fires. Is this accurate? Is this true? First
He is.
blood. All
The
right.
haze, out of the haze, fires 10 LRMs.
Oh my goodness. All right, now what do you need to hit here?
11s.
That is a miss. Team Bugs. Kevin already. What happened? What did you forget, Kev?
That I can't fire my LRMs.
Oh, that's right. You can't fire your LRMs. So Kev had a nice line of sight down to that locust that remained stationary. The locust looking to pound this cloaked exterminator. Although I need 11s because of the polarization shield or stealth tech, whatever nonsense you have going on over there. So I am going to chain fire these LRMs. I have 2 LRM5s on this locust. That is a miss. And a miss. Alright, so far nothing in turn 1, but it is the arena. Gets bloody fast, so guys, stay tuned. Turn 2 coming right up. Here we are. It is the top of turn 2. The exterminator winning initiative. Kevin, you're on a hot streak. You're back in your old form. So I had to make the first move. Here's what happened. That locust came running around the corner. Now remember, half movement because it is sort of the sub-turn model. But it took it's basically I think a 4-inch move forward because I had to turn a couple of times. That spider booked it straight up the field after clearing the wall in the initial jump. And that flea coming around the outside here into the steel forest or the stone forest, whatever we called it. And Kevin, tell me what you did there.
I stood still.
Stood still.
That haze didn't move.
That is crazy. So we're going to shoot with the locust. I'm going to shoot 1 LRM5 this sub phase. Now, I am going to need so they're all gunnery 3, by the way. So 3, 4, 5 plus range. I'm at long. So 6, 7, and then you have a stealth shield, so 2 more. So I need 9s. So here we go. Let's see what we can get here. Ooh, so close. All right, so I'm going to withhold the other LRM for the next sub phase. The spider just out of range with those pulse lasers, and the flea can't see the exterminator anyway. So Kev, ready to fire. He's got his eyes on the spider.
I do.
LRM, sir?
LRM 10, coming at him hot.
Here we go. It's a nice open line of sight. It looks like just legs are blocked here for cover.
Yeah, I need 8s.
Okay.
8. Singular.
An 8. Well, there's haze everywhere, apparently, folks. So top of turn 2 is done. However, it's about to get
dirty.
They're going to get dirty. I need to get inside that stealth shield so I can drop that modifier down to something hittable, hoping that the pulse lasers come into play. So we'll be right back with the bottom of turn 2. The bottom of turn 2. So I want initiative. Here's what Kev did.
Well, I ran up for some cover, and luckily your spider decided to join the party, so I have a little view on the target.
It's true, and not only that, but these mech warriors on my side here, they're hungry for glory, Kevin. Reckless abandonment, the spider leaping into the air, landing on top of one of the pillars. We'll be firing 2 medium pulse down at that exterminator. The flea has some line of sight. We'll be firing a medium pulse laser or 2. at the exterminator, and then the Locust firing its remaining LRM at the exterminator as well. I think there's going to be some heavy cover, except for from the Spider. So, Kevin, would you like to kick us off with some shooting, sir?
Sure.
Okay, so Kev, what are you firing here?
I'm going to be firing 4 medium lasers up at that Spider.
Okay.
So I'm going to need 2, 5, 9, 10s to hit, right?
All right, 10s, yeah. All right, and you chain firing or group firing?
I'm going to be chain firing this one.
All right, sounds reasonable. Pew! Oh, there's one.
There's 2.
Oh, goodness gracious.
So, 2.
All right, so 2 hits. Let's roll up the location. Roll those individually.
Yeah. Good old chain fire.
Oh, my goodness.
That works. So 1 to the head, and 1 to the center torso. Doesn't get any worse than that.
All right, so we're going to start with the flea. 2 medium pulse lasers bearing down at this exterminator. We've got our sweet translucent green dice for our ER and pulse varieties here.
Chameleon system was deactivated.
It is true. It is true. Now this flea needs 7s, Kevin. This is a very reasonable shot.
What can't he see? Out of curiosity.
I don't know. That's a good question. Let's see if I even hit first. All right, so I get 1 hit, and let's roll the location. I would imagine things on the right side are most certainly obscured here. The right side of the exterminator there, but we'll get down to model's eye view unless I hit your left arm. It's a right torso. All right, so I'm pretty sure that's going to be obscured. Let's take a closer look. We'll be right back. All right, so no doubt that pillar is in the way, so the pulse laser just slams into the pillar in front there. Now the Spider needs 8s courtesy of the jumping penalty, so here we go. Oh, awful. Awful. He's just, he's that guy. He's like, yeehaw! All right, so I got 1 LRM-5 here from that Locust over to the exterminator. I am looking for a 9 or better on this one. Not an easy shot. Just misses with an 8. All right, so nothing. The exterminator landing a headshot, which reminds me, Kev. Why don't we just do it right here?
Ooh.
Thank goodness. Almost a blackout, but the Spider midair, headshot, CT shot, and the light mechs, the bugs, unable to retaliate this turn. But we are through turn 2. We're going to tally up any heat, and then we'll be into turn 3, so don't go away. Welcome back. It is the top of turn 3. So, Kevin, you lost initiative, didn't you?
Again.
It's been a sort of a back and forth, but I did win.
Road.
But I have been doing well in the last couple. Now, Kevin, you didn't do anything too exciting. That exterminator is locked in, planting, ready for the destruction of that Spider, which is currently
the bugs come to me.
So the flea moved around the outside of that pillar. You can see him out there. The Spider is mid-air. He's positioning for a DFA, Kevin. So, hopefully, if I can win initiative.
Don't expose your cards.
Well, I mean, listen, he's basically, I couldn't quite make it this turn, but he's almost there. And then the Locust doesn't have a line it doesn't have a bead, no shot there, so can't do anything with the Locust. Kev, what's the exterminator doing? Is he shooting anybody this turn?
He is. He will be shooting the Spider.
Okay. Seems reasonable.
It's going to be all the medium lasers.
Okay. Wow. That's
4 of them.
Quite a load, as it were.
The LRM's kind of ineffective, so I'm holding back on them.
Okay.
And the small laser, I didn't design my ticks that well.
Yeah.
He was eager to get into this arena.
So the exterminator is going to need what? 3, 7, basically.
So 3, 7. Yep.
All right. Are you grouping or chaining?
It's a great question. To group or to chain? I think I have to go for it all.
Go for broke.
It's a light mech. I just want them to.
You already
said you're DFAing, so I might as well go for broke.
Yeah, I mean you're already basically into the CT. Like 1 medium laser shot goes internal here. So.
All right. I'll take it.
All right, so 2 out of the 4 there land. Not a bad salvo, especially with a 7+ needed there. It's about on average. Wow. You do get a floating critical and a CT. That's what you needed. So let's roll up that floating critical first. If that is another CT shot, we're in trouble.
Oh, ouch!
Shot down, gunned down out of the sky in his prime, Kevin.
Exterminator blew that spider's head off.
He's dead. I mean, this is Solaris in action, folks. There is no mercy. So we didn't even need to roll criticals because the spider only has 9 total armor and structure on the head, and so 2 medium laser shots. Not to mention the fact that it was a floating critical and internal on the CT. That pilot there, that exterminator pilot on form. I
may have to dodge 30 tons worth of debris coming down from the sky.
it's just raining body parts out of the sky right now. All right, so the spider, the last shot here, he only needs 5s to hit because they're basically at point blank, short range, and then with the pulse modifier, it's pretty good. So there we go. If this were Alpha Strike, that would have been a critical, but alas, it is not. So 2 hits regardless. A CT
and right torso.
And right torso. Not bad.
Or I'm sorry, left torso, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, good call. Yes, left torso.
And
so,
these do 6 damage.
They do, yeah. The pulse lasers, just a little bit more bite. And now the flea is up. He only needs 4s to hit. But he just saw his buddy go up in smoke. 1 bug exterminated. He's not feeling real good. But there we go. 2 more pulse laser shots. And rolling for location. Didn't quite get the floating critical there. This one is right torso and right arm. All right, Wargamers, we are back. It is the bottom of turn 3 here at the Redstone Arena. A spider still falling out of the sky in chunks as the flea runs through the debris, closing on that exterminator, and the locust making an aggressive flanking maneuver, trying to hem this stealthy destroyer in the corner here and get him up against the rope. So, Kev, you
just been backing up. And I'm going to be trying to pick off that locust with a secondary shot in this sub-phase. Some LRMs. It's going to be a tough shot, but that's what I'm working with.
All right, and you did lose initiative again, so now I'm on a hot streak.
That's why I'm on the retreat. It's not easy.
It's not easy. It's not easy being a bug squasher. I wish you the worst of luck. This locust says like no armor.
It's actually an 11.
An 11. Okay.
Yeah, 5, 9, 10, 11. Yeah.
All
right.
11. Oh, I saw that 6 pop. I got a little concerned. So I'm working with some.
My pilot die never fails.
No, yeah, it never fails. It's true.
I roll the most 1s on that pilot die. I swear.
Well, you can bring your own. We'll allow it. So the locust here needs 9s. Here we go. I am wondering, though, Kevin, if I calculated right, because you needed 11s. I would think I would need 10s here, right? 3,
9
6.
because I had a secondary mod.
Ah, that's it. Okay, good. Just want to make sure I wasn't cheating like usual. Here we go. I need 9s. I'm chain firing. 1 misses. Oh, are you engaging? Oh, you don't have to declare AMS unless I hit.
Which I do.
Which I do. I just rolled a 12. So are you engaging your AMS there?
Absolutely.
So we've been fielding some questions, guys, on the forums, on Discord, etc., about how AMS works with our cluster fire rules. So, fun fact. If you have AMS and the target that's shooting at you does not have Artemis, does not have a narc beacon, anything like that, right? So it's just the standard -4 on the cluster hits table. You basically have to reconfirm everything. So normally I have to roll a 3, 4, 5, or 6. If I get that, I've got to pick it up and re-roll it again. And there's no minimum damage rule. So if I miss all my clusters, that's it. It's total loss.
Tell me about the probability, Aaron.
Kevin, I don't have that on the top of my head, but it's really bad. 0% chance of hitting if you roll a 1. So
what I was looking for is it's equal to the chances you're going to hit in raw.
Oh, yes. Thank you. Thank you for supporting the channel. Kevin is right, though. We did all the probability on it. I don't have the numbers handy, but it is nearly identical to the odds of hitting in Raw. And if there is Artemis or Narc involved, it's slightly different.
Yeah.
There's still a minimum damage rule, and you only have to roll 3, 4s, and 5s. So 6s would stick on the first roll. Anyway.
It's got like a tolerance of like 1/100th of a
percent.
Yeah.
I mean, it's real close, yeah, and it makes our life a lot easier. So anyway, good news, your AMS worked, and by that I mean I rolled a 1. There's no minimum damage, so that's it. So now I'm moving on to my flea, who's about to get hot with his flamer. I don't know. I was looking for a good pun there. I got nothing.
It's extreme range.
It's extreme range flamer. I need 10s here, so let's see what I can do.
I can't see
So
it.
close. Oh yeah, well it's behind your beautiful arena walls here. It's a 9. It's just a little bit short there.
That would have made me hot, so I'm glad it didn't work.
Yeah.
You use the extreme, or no, it's the advanced flamers rule.
Right, where they do 2 damage,
damage.
and also heat, I believe. What is it, 2 points or 3?
The same, 2 and 2.
Yeah, it's 2 and 2. So good times, but we missed on that party. So now we are coming to the end of turn 3. It's only turn 3. So much carnage, so much action. Love Solaris. So we're going to go into turn 4, guys. Don't go away. Turn 4. The top of it. So the light mechs hemming in the exterminator. Kev, you lost initiative again. What's going through your head right now?
I'm not worried yet. Just kind of
taking, like, no
luring you into the fly trap.
Fly trap. Oh, Lord.
But I am backed up against the corner now, so things are about to get vicious. There's nowhere else to back up.
It's true.
Well, that's all there really is to it.
Don't worry. I can't punch you because I don't have any arms. But I am going to shoot you. Medium pulse laser from the flea, 1 LRM from the locust into the exterminator there. So not going full out alpha strike here, but just doing 1-on-1, single fire. Now,
I think I am going to be going full alpha strike on the flea.
Whoa.
Might as well. So I'm at medium range of my mediums. Small will be out of range and won't fire. And the LRM is just at the minimum range, so that's where I get the 9s from.
Got it.
We will start with the LRM.
All right.
No good. Medium, number 1. Medium, number 2. It's not looking good.
Oh, there's one.
One medium.
I mean, listen, with your track record, all you need is 2 mediums to the head.
Yeah. So 1 medium.
All right.
To the head.
Right,
Hopefully.
most likely. All right, well, center torso.
That does the trick.
Yeah, no doubt. So that flea takes a solid shot. That's more than half of its armor there on the CT.
Does it have to make a piloting check?
A morale check to flee the battlefield. So let's take a look at my dice pool here. We're going to start out with this locust. I need, with the locust, a 9. Here we go. I get it. Now, are you activating your AMS, sir?
Might as well.
All right. AMS has been activated, folks. All right, so because he has AMS up, I do need to reconfirm. All right, so that is a hit. So that's 5 points. Blazing through the AMS, and that is to the right arm. The flea's coming around these walls here, chain firing his pulse lasers. Just 1 on this subturn here. And that is going to be a miss. I needed 8s for the flea. So that's a no-go. So that means, Kevin, we're moving into the bottom of turn 4. Exciting times. Do you have anything left to shoot besides small lasers?
No. These 2 fists.
The streak continues here. I won initiative, bottom of turn 4. So, Kev, you had a move. Tell us. What do you
Took
got
a
going
step
on?
forward.
Just a little step.
But I still have my small laser, so it's pinning down I'm aiming my head laser at your fleas, and I'm going to melt you with my eyes.
All right, well, I love it. Meanwhile, this locust being very ballsy, just standing still here, going to lob in his remaining LRM 5, and the flea just staying outside of the punch range there, but we'll be firing his flamer and the remaining medium pulse laser. So basically firing everything on tick 1. Do you want to shoot first, sir?
Sure.
All right, what do you got? Small laser coming in hot?
Small laser coming in hot. So I need an 8.
Seems
it's been done before.
Seems high.
It is, but you ran pretty far.
It's true.
And then I'm at medium range to the small laser.
Oh, got it.
So therefore,
yeah, 8. Yeah, you're right.
No good, because I
just all I needed to say was the 1. Yeah, exactly.
I'm getting the new die right now.
He's getting it right now, folks. It's happening. Going over to the lair to get some refresh dice. We've all done it. Don't judge. So meanwhile, I'm gonna roll just nothing but 12s while he's not looking here. What do I need? I got a medium pulse laser and a flamer. Here we go. I need a 4 and a 6. 4 on the pulse laser. Almost missed it, but I got them both. Getting a little hot in here. Looking for location. So it's going to be doubling down on the center torso. 6, 7, 8 points of damage and another 2 points of heat. All right. Well, here comes an LRM. These are not Inferno LRMs. That's not a thing. I wish it was. So here we go. Need a 4+ on this. This is a very easy hit because you're only at medium range and neither of us moved. Got it. Are you activating AMS?
I can't use it in this subphase.
Oh, right. Once per missile attack, right? Isn't that what it says?
Per turn.
Per turn. Fair point. So it's another 5-point cluster coming in. And that is a 10. That is going to be left arm. Not really what I wanted there, but such is life. Just chipping the paint on this exterminator. Need to do some serious damage against some lucky rolls here. I feel like it's going to start sliding downhill.
Getting pretty close. Pulse lasers will puncture that.
I feel like your internal structure is more than my combined total armor value. So, close is relative. All right, but guys, we're moving on to turn 5. Stay tuned. It is a new turn. And a new turn means new opportunities for Carnage, Kevin. So you won initiative.
Finally.
In strong. 12. We rolled a 12 on the initiative dice there.
Couldn't come at the right time, at a better time.
At a better time. It couldn't come at a better time, I agree. My flea, not in the best position, although the flea pilot's feeling very confident because he's been looking forward to using his small lasers that are rear mounted and also arm flipping and wowing the crowd.
His tailpipes.
Right. So in this subphase, I'm going to be firing, I'm going to fire both of my small lasers. Okay, because next turn I might be able to wheel around. So that's what we're going to do. Right. And then the Locust is going to be unloading both of his LRM buckets into the exterminator. So,
all right.
What about you?
Well, I walked backwards, as you can see, in that rear arc, and I'm just going to be firing Tick 2, which is all of my mediums. 4 mediums into the rear there.
Okay, so I'll start out here. Now, my Locust, this guy is at medium range. He just backed up with a little walk action there. So he only needs 5s to hit. I'm going to roll these up as a group. Oh my god. Only 1 hits. Are you activating AMS?
This was the Locust, right?
Yeah.
Definitely. I mean, he's the only guy with LRM, so.
Correct. And I miss it. So no minimum damage. That is a bust. So these are going to need 5s to hit. Not the best.
Remind me, isn't there like a penalty for double arm flipping? Like a piloting check or something?
Only if you torso twist. But these are the rear mounted. Yes, these are the tailpipe mounted guns. We're going to start with these. Okay, so 2 hits with small lasers. This could be vicious. 6 points of damage coming in. Oh my goodness! Whoa! I mock it, but it's true. Floating critical and 3 points to the arm. So let's see where the floating critical lands.
Man, that XL engine.
Oh no!
Yes.
Left arm. What garbage! So the left arm takes 3, the right arm takes 3, and let's see if I get any criticals. Nothing.
You would have hit the chameleon system.
Oh my god!
What was the damage on each?
Just 3 points each to each arm. Nothing doing there. What a whiff! That was a big opportunity with the floating critical. You got to capitalize on those, fleet pilot. Oh well. I would say you live and you learn, but Kevin, this is Solaris. He'll be dead by sunset.
Solaris. All right. So I'm working with that rear menagerie there. So it's going to be 4, 7.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to hit that fleet. He just ripped by your windshield.
And I'm using my upgraded pilot die, the Starleague die.
Oh yeah, okay, all right.
Group firing, obviously.
I mean, because you have to.
Solaris.
It's
the answer to everything. It's Solaris.
It's Solaris. It's just it's how you do it.
I'm so scared with that pilot die, but I think it's on the team now.
I'm calling shenanigans immediately. So rolling for location. Does the fleet even have rear armor? I'm not sure.
Probably a
It
pit.
could have.
by like requirement.
It's just empty.
Are you allowed to have 0 armor?
No, I don't think so. But it does have, I think, 3 pips per location.
It's the majority of its armor is actually rear mounted.
Smoke billowing out of the back of the flea. So Kevin managed to blow off the entire right side of that mech. Just a vicious salvo, and destroyed a medium pulse laser, a small laser, 2 heat sinks destroyed. But because this is Solaris, there is no forced withdrawal. Only glory, Kevin.
Yeah.
So the flea is still in the fight, but it is hobbled. I need to make a piloting roll because I took 20 points of damage. So I need a 5 or less to stay standing. All right, so I stay standing, but now we move into
melee.
Melee. Kevin's kicking, physical attack phase, kicking and screaming. I'm screaming.
Getting
you're
a
kicking.
right boot to the back, hopefully. Need a 6.
All right, seems reasonable.
It's quite reasonable.
All right, so just clips him. Now a kick is.
It's to the legs.
It is to the legs, but it's your tonnage divided by 5. So it's 13 points of damage, right?
But divided by 10, I think.
I think it's 10 per punch. Let's go to the rule book.
That's right, 10 per punch.
10 per punch, right?
Yeah.
So it's divided by 5, right?
Yep.
So you're doing 13 points of damage in this kick. All right, that's
to a leg.
To a leg.
Shot
1d6.
Although your legs probably have like 3 pins.
I mean, you're gonna just kick. I mean, kick the leg clean off. I'm pretty sure.
Right, and I think it's just the higher number is left leg, lower is
right.
leg.
Yeah, 1 to 3 is right leg.
So
Okay,
left
so
leg.
that's a left leg. That's brutal. I mean, you might have kicked through his leg and up into his torso. Let's
It's all
check all that
single
damage.
grouping, too?
Yeah, I mean, we'll double check on the rules. It's been a while since anyone's been kicked in this studio, but we will be back in a moment with that damage readout. My left leg's gone. My entire right side's gone. This flea's in bad shape. I need to make a piloting check to avoid mech warrior damage because I automatically fall.
And it's a +5, I think.
You know, listen.
Wow.
Listen, that's because I ejected before it fell, probably. That's how I avoided damage. So my mech warrior avoids damage. However, the mech still falls. So let's see the direction. 4, that's straight on his back.
Which is already missing.
This is bad news. So Kevin, you get to roll the location. It's 2d6, normal location roll. And it's going to be just 2 points of damage. So 5. Wait a minute.
That goes right into the torso, right?
That's right leg. So that
that was left.
Oh no, you're right. It is right leg. But Kevin, I have only 3 pips left on my right leg. So
What do you weigh? 20 tons?
I mean, that basically means his leg is down to 1 pip. You get a critical chance.
Sweet salvage.
Yeah, exactly. So you get a critical hit chance on that leg. 2d6 here. This is just a comedy of issues here.
Wow.
So it's 1 crit.
Just 1.
Yeah, it was an 8, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
4. So that's going to be a foot actuator on that flea. So that flea is down. This is bad news. Bottom of turn 5's coming right up. It's about to be some carnage and blood here. So we're at the bottom of turn 5. And I lost initiative. Kevin rolled a 12 again. Again, Kevin. Back to back. So this, it has in fact been a fly trap. Well-laid trap this whole time.
Excellent.
My locust is running away in a walking fashion backwards. And then, of course, I was going to lay the fleet down, and I didn't want to get up because it was a 10 to stand. And I really regret that decision now that Kevin has declared a
Death from above.
Wargaming. All right, so it's happening, folks. Death from above in the arena.
Getting stomped
It's
while
just-
on your chest or
right.
back or whatever.
Right, I'd imagine you're doing like a flip in midair. Wow.
Like a cannonball.
Like a cannonball. So I can't shoot. I can't do anything. My Locust, if you guys remember, fired both its LRMs in the last sub-phase or sub-turn, whatever, the top of turn 5. So it's out. I can't do anything.
And forgo shooting.
Yeah, so it's
and
just DFAing.
Just DFA.
All right, well, Kev, what do you need to roll here? Just a 5, right?
That's what we're looking at.
Well, actually, less, because you're adjacent and I'm prone. So really a 3, if I'm not mistaken. I looked at the rules, and it said any attack coming from an adjacent hex, so you're just...
Yeah. I thought that was only for shooting, but I like the sound of it.
It says any attack. I mean... Can you miss it?
I can.
It's feasible.
All
But
right.
you will not. You will not. Even if it was a 5, it doesn't matter.
Crunch. So that goes immediately into the rear, and I think it's just an instant...
It's 20 points of damage. Now, it does group into clusters of 5.
Would you like to see it?
I mean, I'm sure it's going to decimate the fleet, but for posterity, let's roll it up. Do you want to group it or just roll it all at once? I mean,
I feel like that's the way it should happen.
I feel like that's how it should happen too. Unless
How many
unless you have really
groupings is
wide
that?
hips.
So
yeah,
it's-
4 groups of 5. Here it comes into the rear. Can the fleet survive? Oh, it was devastating. The fleet had very few body parts remaining, so a lot of the damage just transferred right on in. It was brutal. So that fleet is destroyed, and so only the Locust remains here against the Exterminator. Kevin, I'll be honest with you. I think this pilot is asking for mercy here. I don't see a way out of this. I'm about halfway through my meager LRM-5 ammo. You've got AMS.
I also have to make a piloting check here, so maybe I'll fall and something crazy will happen.
We'll see. Maybe you'll fall on your head and black out. I still feel like the Locust would be hard pressed to kill you, but we'll see.
This is a +4 PSR. Wow. That's why we never do it.
That's why we never do it, right?
Wow.
Oh boy, look
at
at that. So that Locust, the Exterminator pilot, he's a professional, guys. Professional gladiator here in the Redstone Arena. So Kev, I kind of want to get to the main event. What do you think?
Let's do it.
I think this Locust is going to surrender. There's just no way he's going to pull this one out. So well played. The Exterminator wins the day to the roars of the crowd.
We'll be laughing at that hollow replay all week. All right.
This guy's a fan favorite in these parts.
Some folks say Solaris is nothing but pretty boys playing at war. Well, that sums up the Commonwealth. Just in time for a refill.
Here it is, the main event from the last Solaris match. Screwface and Screamer, the winners of the Assault Shootout, here facing down on the map. Now, Kevin had mentioned this in the intro, the Atlas at a 5 piloting, right? And both are 3 gunnery. Banshee.
Pushes the Banshee above him BV wise, but we'll see how much of a difference that makes on the Solaris field with no difficult terrain.
Yeah, well, there is, you do have some decent terrain there, but we'll see. So we're gonna move through this one. I'm ready to play bloody. Brian is not gonna be hiding in a corner this time. He's coming. He's
boxing
coming.
match. Do
He's
I feel a
coming
boxing match coming?
That's right. Like Sock'em Rock'em Robots, exactly. Oh boy.
Ooh.
All right, so the
Not that it
Banshee
matters.
needs to make the first move, so guys stay tuned. Top of turn 1, coming right up. Winning initiative. Making Brian play his hand out here over here.
Yeah.
So the Screamer, as it's called, made a little bit of a move. About as fast as those big old Banshee legs will take him. Out to his left. Meanwhile, Screwface remaining stationary. As soon as the gates close behind him, he's locking on with LRMs. Kev.
I believe the pilot's name was Guggenheim, something along those lines.
Screwface. Stefan
Yeah.
Guggenheim, was that Screwface?
Screwface decided to play Banshee's card from the previous, the semifinals.
That's true.
And he planted his feet. He's going to try to lob in that LRM 20 at extreme range.
All right, so what do you need here? 8 maybe?
Yeah, 3, 4,
7 maybe?
5, 6, 7.
7, yeah, 7's, gosh almighty. All right.
It's daunting. All right.
Can I activate my AMS even though I don't have one? Beep, 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 beep. You drop the dice, it counts. It's
I think it was a 6.
counts as a miss, I mean. All right, here we go. Confirming clusters, looking for a 3 or better here.
Yeah.
Not bad, 50-50.
All right, chip a little paint off here.
Where's that other one? Oh, there it is.
Right arm, I think, and the right torso.
Sounds good. All right, 5 points each. So bottom of turn 1 coming up. What do we got going on here? Well, the Banshee just moved around the outside there. Kevin, again, winning initiative here. So the Atlas making a little scanty sprint from the gate. Looks like they're going to be circling around opposite sides of the arena here. But good news, we are in sprinting position. Very nice.
Clearly sprinting.
If you have not seen the magnetization, or yeah, that's the one we did a tutorial on, I think, right?
Was it this model?
Yeah, I think it was that model.
It was an Atlas for sure.
Yeah, I think it was that one. So that video's out there for our new viewers if you have not seen that. Very cool. So anyway, I got 2 PPCs coming in at extreme range at that Atlas. I need 10s because of his perfect sprinting form. I am going to chain fire.
I should actually put those arms down for maximum cover.
Maximum cover, yeah. All right, here we go. Need 10s. Close.
I've given you my pilot die.
Yeah, I feel like you snuck it in. Double 1s there, nothing doing. So the Screamer builds up a point of heat. We're going into turn 2. The Atlas, nothing left to fire this turn. It is the top of turn 2, Kevin. So all of our weapons have refreshed here. LRMs are reloaded. I won the initiative, and I chose to stand still after you continued your move to the outside there. So I have a clean shot across the board. I am debating on whether to fire 1 or 2 PPCs here. I think I'm just going to fire 1. Actually, I'm going to go for broke. I'm going with 2. Going for 2. I'm going to go for 2 PPCs, Kev. What are you doing? LRM?
Nothing at the moment.
Nothing at the moment? Oh, that is... Kevin's up to something, guys. Guggenheim's got a plan. All right, so I need 8s here this time. I think I got a group fire, Kev. Feeling good. Brian's a little nervous. Brian stayed up late last night. He was very nervous about this fight. Really didn't sleep well, but...
Thought about going prone.
Yeah. Here we go. There it is. That's what we're talking about. So that's doubling down. 20 points of damage. We're going to put those piloting inhibitors to the test here. So you're going to need a 6 to stay standing. But let's see where these PPCs land. Double headshot.
Ooh.
Right leg and a floating critical. Let's check that floating critical. Now, Kev, before you mark off the right leg, it may actually be covered. We should just double check that. Because the right leg is the red leg, right? So maybe you can validate that while I roll up this floating critical here. Tough to say. So many walls. That is a center torso on the floating critical. Could be bad.
Right leg might be good.
Kevin, getting down here. The modular arena coming into full swing. What do you think? This is important. This is life and death. This is the championship.
I think the right leg is good.
You think you can see it?
Does it need to be 50%?
Yeah, 50%.
I think you're good.
All right, so thanks to those long legs, I get 5 points. I'm sorry, 10 points there. 10 points to the CT, Kev. And now, can I get that mighty critical confirmation? Can I knock the gyro out in turn 1 and end this fight early? This is like a Tyson knockout punch. That's it.
I told you this fight would be underwhelming compared to the last.
Oh, no critical. Okay, so just the 4 there. The Atlas still standing. We're moving on to the bottom.
Piloting on screen.
Turn 2. Oh, yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. 6 or less. Oh, easy.
Ace.
Gutenheim's like...
this for me.
Somehow now he's become
Arnold.
Arnold, yeah. All right, so here we go. Bottom of turn 2, guys, coming right up. I want initiative again. I'm just feeling good. So I moved him up. I have nothing to fire, so I just moved him. And Kevin, this time the Atlas, slowing down, Screwface locking on with his LRMs.
Playing at my feet. We're playing these mind games with each other.
It's just...
It's like... Breaks go, break go.
All right, so you only need 6s to hit.
Yeah.
Not bad. So 3...
Your right leg will be undercover, but hopefully we get some splashiness.
All right, well, here it comes.
All right.
Oof, that is a solid roll. So now looking for the cluster. That is a full house. So 20
all right
points
leg.
20 points of damage coming into this Banshee.
Would you like me to do it on this side for you?
Yeah, sure.
All right, that looks good to me.
I see a lot of left leg.
A lot of
Left leg, left arm, center torso. I think the Banshee will survive, but let's make that piloting check. He's going to need a 5 or better to stay standing. He gets it. All right, so turn 2 is over. Top of turn 3 coming right up. So I lost initiative here, moved forward. Kevin perfectly positioning the Atlas behind the stone pillar there. So no line of sight. We got down, we looked, nothing to be had. So guys, where are we at now? Bottom of turn 3.
A moment of respite.
Yeah.
Burn some heat off.
Exactly.
Dissipate.
Here we go. Bottom of turn 3 is coming right up. More tomfoolery from Gutenheim as he just disappears into the... He's running with his arms tucked behind him so that he doesn't get any line of sight. So the Banshee can't see him. He can't see the Banshee. So turn 3 is done. No shots fired. Moving right on to turn 4. Action's happening. It's top of turn 4. The Atlas emerges from the from the trees, the stone trees over there. Arms actually pointing forward. He's ready to shoot, and we're in autocannon 20 range. It's getting intense.
Getting dicey.
So I lost initiative. I have to shoot first. I have opted to fire Tick 1, which is all the big guns. 2 PPCs, AC-10. I need 7s on the PPCs, 8 on the autocannon.
Ouch.
Can I do it? Please, Brian Armstrong, pilot of the Screamer. Don't let me down. I'll take it. It's 20 points of damage. Would have liked that AC-20 to hit, or the AC-10 rather. Do not want the AC-20 to hit for location. So that is left torso and right torso, Kev.
Alright.
Alright, Gutenheim's up.
Yep.
Locking on with his missiles.
Yeah, so this round, sub-phase, just the LRM 20s are coming in hot. Gonna need 6s.
That's it?
Medium range.
Medium range. Yeah, and I didn't move. I spent too much time turning. I didn't actually get far enough to get a mod.
Can I get another full house confirmation?
Just all misses would be great too.
I'll take 3.
Man.
Not enough to force the piloting check, but 15 is
True.
not to be shrugged at this point.
No. Oh boy.
2 floaters and a
and
CT.
2 floating criticals. The crowd, I can hear them going crazy. All right, so let's roll up those floating criticals. We can roll them up one at a time. First one is a right leg.
Right leg.
This is Scarily familiar to the match with the King Crab. All right, and the next floating critical. Let's roll up the location. Let's get all the locations first.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep track of where that was. What was that one?
That was a 1, yeah, center torso. All right, and now the second floating critical. That is center torso.
Where does that go?
Where's it go? It goes into a warp.
That's right, the second
black
time around,
torso. Right.
Wow.
Yeah, the black hole and the center
10
torso.
to the CT, and 5 to the right leg, but then I have 2 crit chances.
1 in the leg, 1 in the CT.
What would you like to see first?
Neither, preferably. But let's roll confirmations on the CT. Let's do that.
Ooh.
All right, now the right leg. This one could be bad. I mean, if you roll a 12 here, this could end Brian's career, but it is Snake Eyes. All right, so it just takes the damage. The heavy plating of the Banshee holding up. All right, so, guys, we'll be right back here with the bottom of turn 4. I lost initiative again. Bottom of turn 4. Screamer just getting outmaneuvered by the veteran Gutenheim. So Gutenheim's looking to unload here well within 9 inches. That's long range for that meaty AC-20. I'm not shooting anything. I'm at 3 points of heat. I don't want to just build up tons of heat firing, you know, a bunch of medium lasers right now. So we're gonna sit still here and hope to God that you miss.
All right. Well, the good news is in this tick, I only have. Well, yeah, in this tick, I only have the AC-22 mediums, so you don't get the SRM-6.
Oh, well, you know.
Small victory.
Small, yeah. How do you say small victory?
But I am working with 8s.
Okay.
Across the board. I'm long range for all 3.
Right, which is, you know, helpful.
It's not good, it's not bad, it's sort of in that gray range. Going to be doing group fire. Oh.
Kevin celebrating. Oh gosh, I feel.
Where's it gonna go?
My butt cheeks are clenching. Where's it gonna go? All right, so roll up those locations, man.
That will be for sure a piloting check.
Yeah.
Where are you gonna go, AC-20?
A brutal salvo to that right leg, which is of course the leg facing the Atlas. Very appropriate. So Kevin, you have struck some internal gold here. You get a critical hit chance. You're looking for an 8 or better.
I like gold.
Classic.
Yeah, my criticals have been failing all around.
No critical hit, but that AC-20 certainly
damage.
made its mark. Now, Screamer here needs to make a piloting check. So, let's see what we get.
Is he at a 5?
Oh, I felt that one.
Doesn't matter anymore. Screamer's going down. All right, so I need to roll. Oh, this is going to be 10 points of damage too. So he is 5. So that is 1, 2, 3, 1. Yeah, 2 to the. Kevin collecting his dice. Preparing.
Group fire. Do we group fire? Yeah, we group fire.
Yeah, we can group fire them. All right, so that is on the right. I'm sorry, the left side table. What do we got here?
It's both arms. No, torso. Right torso. Wait, no. What are we doing?
left, yeah.
Left arc, right?
Yeah, left arc. What? Your left or my left?
All right, so the 8 is a CT, and the 4 is the left arm.
Okay, so CT, left arm. That's not going to go internal or do anything juicy, but Brian is down.
I'll take the 5.
So that not looking good for the Banshee. Screamer is on his face and screw face.
I'm going to try to roll for damage avoidance.
Oh yeah, I got to do that too, don't I? Ooh. I don't like it. All right, I make it. I got an 8. So no damage to the pilot, but all right, now.
You're crashing right into that wall.
Right into the wall. Turn 5. Guys, stay tuned. It's catastrophe. Top of turn 5. Screwface closing in. So I have to stand up here. I lost again, so it's just brutal. It's brutal, Kevin. I'm in tears. All right, so I stand up, thank goodness. So I'm going to just, I'm going to face him right here, and then Kev will be back with your movement. So I just stood up. Kevin moved closer. We're going to start shooting. Brian, on his back foot here, He's gonna shoot all the big guns again, all the cannons, PPCs, 1 AC-10. He's at short range. He needs 6s and 7s. 7 on the AC-10 because I'm just out of short range there for those. All right, ready? Actually, I lied. We're over 6 inches. I need 7s across the board.
Yeah, we're a little over 7.
Yeah, that's right. So I need 7s across the board. Here we go. Brian. Should have went to bed earlier last night. He was out partying.
Celebrating that initial win.
It's true. It's true. This is why the coaches tell the players to get a good night's rest. All right, locations. Oh, almost a headshot. Looked close. But instead, it's just garbage. It's the left arm. The left arm. Yeah, so 20 to the left arm. It's a clean arm. Blowing off an Atlas's arm is not going to destroy it, in case anyone was wondering. So, Kev, what's Gutenheim got over here? What's he thinking?
That was 20, right?
20 points.
Yeah. We're going to be doing the LRM 20. That's it for this pass.
Okay. So you need 6s. No, you need 5s, right?
3, 5. Yeah, I'm at short range right at 7.
Yeah, I think that's...
All right. The infamous cluster confirmation.
All right, not bad. I think I think you're still above average for the whole game. Maybe by 1 cluster. All right, so right torso and the left torso, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Gutenheim was obviously going for the game film, in his off time while Armstrong was just gallivanting through Solaris. So I lost initiative again. I think I've won once in.
It was the first round when it doesn't matter.
10 attempts, right. So it is bottom of turn 5. I'm not shooting. I've already got a heat penalty. I'm at 6 points of heat. Gutenheim. Going for broke, you said, Kev?
Yeah, 2 mediums, AC-20, and the SRM 6. So alpha striking with what is in the arc and range.
Yep.
I need 5. Medium range with everything.
5s? I don't believe it. 3, 4. Dear Lord.
Wow, that piloting die causing minor problems.
I mean, the AC-20 hit. If the AC-20 missed, I would have been cheering.
And the SRM-6, that leg is probably getting nicked.
Yeah, by nicked you mean blown off. I'm not sure. So here we go. SRM clusters.
My favorite dice roll in the game.
I mean, I think we expected the Atlas to win here, but I was hoping Brian would put up more of a fight. I feel like Gutenheim just is only spending a few C-bills here on a new paint job.
I thought the piloting die might make some difference, but gotta land 20.
It's true.
Here it comes. You ready?
I am ready indeed.
Whoa, that 6 is dangerous coming on.
It's so dangerous. So there's a lot of damage here, guys. We'll be right back. Smoke now billowing out of the chassis of the Banshee. 2 critical hits on that salvo. 1 in the left arm, 1 in the right leg. So, Kev, right leg first?
Sounds good to me.
All right, here it comes.
Nothing.
Nothing doing there.
It's one area I don't roll well still is the crit confirmation.
Well, I'm not complaining.
There it is. Nothing.
All right, so nothing doing, thank goodness. But Brian took just a meaty salvo here. Did not take 40 points, only took 20. So I need to make a 5 or better to stay standing. It's a close one. All right, so we're through turn 5, right?
Yeah.
Moving on to turn 6. This is a heavyweight.
Nothing damaged yet, right? You're still.
Yeah, overall not too bad. The torso
Armor's
sections
hanging
are
off in places.
right. That's that leg that's scary. If that goes, and still.
It's not like you need to run anywhere.
Well, that's what you think. All right, guys. So stay tuned. 6 is coming right up. Here we are in the gauntlet. The Crucible of Solaris. It's happening. A charge attack. So I actually won initiative. It was a miracle. And Kevin moved ever closer to increase his mod. And despite the heat penalty that I have, I was still able to close the gap and make a charge. Now the way we have handled charges, or we agreed to do this when we sort of penned these rules a few weeks back, is that you take the distance from the last 2 sub-turns. So I would basically look at the top of turn, the top of turn 6 to the bottom of turn 5. I would add that movement together to get my total charge distance. So I moved 1.5 inches in each of those. So I basically I'd be at a 3, which is like a Banshee running with a heat penalty.
Yeah.
You know. So if I manage to land the charge, it will be a 29 point, divided into clusters, right? 29 point hit. So we're hoping that we can do some damage here. We'll see. We'll see.
Probably gonna kill yourself in the process.
Or I kill myself in the process. Well, Kevin, you do get to shoot first. So by all means.
Well, clearly I'm gonna fire all my close range.
Just your medium laser. Just one medium laser.
Yes. The mod is
Probably going to be decent. 5.
5. I think it's just a 5. I think it's just a 5 because I have no mod because my mod is 1 actually. I'm sorry. I have a mod of 1, so 6.
You moved how many inches to get to me?
1.5. Yeah. So I should have a
6.
Yep. So 6 is the head. Here we go.
Could spell trouble.
Brian is throwing you off here.
I'd love to hit you in the head with it.
Oh my god, decapitation.
Whoa.
Oh god, so dangerous. All right, so left
torso.
arm and left torso, right. Okay, so let's take a look here. Kev, I think you may have ripped off the left arm, but let's find out. All right, so guys, took over 20 points of damage, blew off my left arm, very sad. Now.
So sad.
So sad. I have to make the piloting check here. If I miss it, I fall down.
Face plant.
I miss the charge, right? So here we go.
I want to see the draw. I want to see you explode from impact.
Brian! Oh, Brian. Oh, no. What direction do I fall? Again, to that left side. I mean, just the AC-20 shot blows. I can just imagine blowing the Banshee off its feet. So, Kev, you get to roll.
Sliding into home
first
plate.
of all, let me see if the pilot takes damage. He does. Does he black out? This is his first hit. He does not. You get to roll 2 locations on the left side again. You can group them up if you want. All right, here we go. You just love rolling that AC-20 dice.
Well, no, the green one's been doing great for me.
Disgusting.
My Nurgle die.
The Dark Pact. All right, so 6 and 7 on the left side chart.
Which is like still great. Left leg and left torso.
Leg, left torso. All right, so they're taking 5 points apiece, but guys,
Torso.
bad news. I missed the charge. I whiff. So insult to injury, Kevin has decided that in the physical attack phase, because I whiffed like a moron, he is going to kick me while I'm down. Like, this is Solaris.
If the Atlas could DFA, I'd do it again.
All right, so go ahead and roll.
Just fall on them.
Oh,
it's equivalent.
You can hear Duncan Fisher from here mocking.
All right, so the kick
Screamer.
is going to be what, like...
So you're 4, 5, 6.
There's a -2 for kicking as well.
7, 8. You go down to 4. You're right. Either way.
Boom.
Now, this is on the full body table because I'm prone.
Yeah. So it's left arc, which is better for you. You don't want the right side.
All my sides are buried. This is a 20-point shot.
I'm trying to find the silver
this
linings
is like
for you.
This is like a second AC-20 shot, right? 20 points.
So wait, the kick is going to be a couple groupings too.
No, it's a single
Wow.
shot. It's awful. It's bad. It's a bad night for Brian.
So location.
3. Is that right arm? Oh no, it's on the left side.
Left leg.
Oh boy.
That's a good leg. Right?
That's the good leg, but neither of them are good.
Again,
Kevin.
silver linings for you.
So that's going to be a critical hit, Kevin. You want to roll that up?
What was the damage on the kick? It was
20.
20, yeah.
Yeah. So 2d6. Roll that confirmation up. See if you land any critical hits here.
This AC-20 die and the pilot die together have been motivational.
Nothing. All right, so
One thing I failed at.
oh my gosh, I don't think it matters. This mech is battered and beaten. It's
almost torture. It's like I'm not doing any critical damage, just
slowly picking me apart. Well, bottom of turn 6 is now finally coming up. We'll see what happens. We'll see if Brian can pull a win out of his hat here. Bottom of turn 6, dire straits for Brian. Basically, I stood up and Kevin stood still, basically hovering over me like a maniac. So I'm gonna just shoot my tick here, my short range tick, which is 4 mediums and an SRM 6. And then if I'm so lucky as to survive, I will be kicking as best I can. Best my little Banshee legs can kick. All right, so I needed 5s here to hit. So somehow one of my medium lasers misses. I imagine your Atlas is pushing me around.
confirm.
Oh yeah, you're right. I do need to confirm here. Kevin loaning me his infinite pool of SRM dice. Boo.
Gross.
So 3 and 3, not terrible, but this is not. I'm not optimistic. Looking for a 1 on the pilot die. Oh, but there's a headshot. I got a lot. Oh man.
Yikes.
This would have been glorious if this was a 1 on the pilot die. We've got 4 floating criticals. However, I get a whole bunch to the CT, as we can see here. This headshot moves down to the CT. I get 5 points on the head, and then 1 to the left arm. So we're gonna roll all this stuff up. We'll be right back. All right, we're back. Kevin, in all fairness, I think I rolled 1 too many medium lasers. You need to take 5 points of damage off your CT. Because I think I rolled 4 medium lasers, didn't I?
It's alright.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Screwface doesn't get.
He shoots himself in the chest. Screwface shoots
now he talks like Ivan Drago.
Listen, he's got a little bit of an identity crisis going on. So
he's full of himself right now.
Here we go. So what are you hitting me with? Everything.
Yeah, the short range package.
Oh boy.
It runs hot, but it runs good.
Yeah, well, this could be the end. Another AC-20 at this range.
I think the mod is negligible. It's
you need 3s. Just your piloting, right? So here we go, guys.
Wow. Even 3 succeeds.
Still manages to connect, just barely. Kev rolling up clusters here, hoping that you would miss.
All right. So, not the full complement, but the important things hit.
All right, here we go.
And that could cause trouble.
That is
some CT.
There's the left leg. I mean, the legs are so battered, and now I will not be able to kick you. Oh, the pain. Well, we'll tally this up. We'll be right back. Bad news for Brian. So Kevin has ripped the left side off, left leg blown to shreds, left arm blown to shreds, damage just transferring in. 3 critical chances generated, Kevin. And as you know, there is some delicious AC-10 ammo in that left torso. So will this be the end, folks? Let's find out.
One of those truffle pigs, I can find it.
So you get 3, let's roll up all the critical chances first. You're looking for 8s or better.
3 chances, I'll roll them separate.
So 0.
I won't get 1. I won't get 1. There's 1.
There's 1. Now,
where's that?
You get an inner outer. So the ammo bin, Kevin, there's 2 of them in here. They are at
Don't tell me.
positions.
Don't tell me.
Don't tell you. Okay.
Green will be outer.
You just hit the ammo. Folks, I couldn't make it up. I couldn't make it up if I tried. 5.5 is the ammo. Brian goes boom. And the crowd goes wild. So Kevin, congratulations. You are the Assault King, as they say.
Well, the Atlas is.
Well, Screwface, of course. Gudenheim.
I'm just the arbiter of death.
The arbiter of ammunition. So guys, stay tuned. we're wrapping this thing up. We hope you enjoyed it. Stay around for a couple extra minutes, and we'll do a little after-action report.
We have a new champion. You couldn't ask for a better showing than that. That'll do it for today, folks. I'm Duncan Fisher.
And I'm Buck Brewster.
Signing off.
All right, guys. There it is. 2 more Solaris battles. All wrapped up. Very good job, Kevin.
The first Solaris series as a whole complete.
Yeah.
We have, I think Stephen Guttenheim is he won his bid to enter the Solaris circuit.
He is now enshrined in immortality. That is true. What happened to Brian in the Screamer? Who knows? Hopefully he ejected, but
hopefully they find him.
Hopefully they find him. That was cool. I loved the fights that Kevin set up. I loved the lights. I thought that was really cool. You know, just I thought I had you. I never had you. I never had your mech. I thought early on I was getting those pulse laser hits and I felt good about it. And then you're just like, pew pew! You blew that spider right out of the sky. Oh man, that was very epic. And then from there, I mean, I didn't really have much. That fleet really couldn't do a whole lot. The Locust, you know, was mainly fire support, but still, it was that was a pretty fun fight.
Yeah, in a way, I anticipated it would end this way in both matches.
Yeah.
Even though in both matches you had the BV advantage.
Right.
I just wanted to kind of test it. And I think that the BV doesn't really prove itself when you're dealing with such low numbers, because as soon as one, especially with like a light, right? As soon as one light goes, that BV means nothing.
That's very true.
And with that much armor, like one hit from a heavy or an assault or even some other mediums will just knock it out.
Knock it out. Well, what's crazy to me is, you know, we talk a lot about battle value, if I can digress for a moment, especially with Battlytics. And you'll see these light mechs always have a bad efficiency. And everyone's like, well, I don't think that's really fair. It is fair. And I'll tell you, BV is not, it's not good. I think it needs a lot of work. And of course, we can argue about it in the comments section. But I will say that this proved it for me. Because you're supposed to also have a force multiplier. So you just did flat BV, right? You added them up, but then there's a button
with the
where
force multiplier, the lights would have been
way higher, right?
It was like double. It was like 5,000.
So it's crazy to me that even though the Exterminator just crushed these mechs, and yet it just feels to me like the light mechs, you know, it's too costly. Like there's some base cost or whatever is baked in there, and it's just too high.
From what I recall, I think the problem is it's really giving value to your offensive capabilities. And I think there's some modifiers in there, right, to bring it down when you have like ammo and certain locations or whatever. But I don't think it accounts for that factor of just like how easily you can be
just
killed,
knocked out,
right? The lethality.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. And then as for the second fight, I was hoping for more. Brian let me down. You know, I thought it was a good fight though. You used the terrain really well. I thought this was more exciting, right? Because I couldn't just sit back and camp. You made me come to you. You were using the sort of the pillars.
I knew. We kind of talked before, I didn't want to have the open arena that we had last time.
Yeah.
Because I knew it would just be me running the gauntlet, you know.
And it was sort of.
And it could have ended, you know, probably better in your favor because you'd have more time to unleash those PPCs. But
yeah.
You know.
But this is the arena. This is Solaris, as they say. So I think that was a lot of fun.
It was a fun configuration. I like
with the little cutouts on the side. Yeah, it was kind of cool. You know, gave my Locust a place to hide for just a turn.
The Steel Forest.
That's right. Well, guys, that's all we've got tonight. I hope you enjoyed this rendition of Solaris VII action.
Yeah, this was more of the... I feel like this was really, as a whole, our Solaris exhibition. And in the future, there's going to be some more dramatic fights coming, some more named pilots with unique, you know, custom builds, crazy melee weapons.
I'm not gonna spoil it, but Kevin's been working on some things. Yeah. I want to run a bracket tournament. I want to get like Rick and Ryan and Dan and like I want to get the whole crew and get everybody to like run a pilot, just like run like a big bracket.
But yeah, we're definitely gonna make and break some names in the arena going forward. And this is really, you know, I think Steven will live on, you know, to the primary circuit. But other than that, I think the other guys, you know,
Brian
lost to the annals. Yeah, farewell, Brian.
Oh my goodness. All right. Well, listen, guys, again, thank you so much for watching. Quick shout out to Ares Games and Minis. Guys, if you want to know where you can get some of these great miniatures, head on over to Ares Games and Minis. Some really great stuff, really great deals. Best customer service you will find on the internet. So definitely check him out. Also, our website, got some great stuff up there. We've got all of our house rules. Keep your eyes open for our Solaris rules as well. We'll be working on those as we fine tune, the quick reference sheets, all of that stuff. You'll find those. And then don't forget, we got our soundtrack out there. Very cool, all original, pretty great, if I do say so myself. And you can stream it for free on Spotify, Amazon Music, iTunes, the whole 9 yards. So definitely check that out. But that's all I got. Kevin, any closing thoughts for our Solaris fans out there?
Are you not entertained?
I love it. All right, well, guys, I hope you are entertained. Have a good night, and stay tuned. Always great stuff coming from Death from Above Wargaming.